Good morning, everybody. Well, I'm here at my place in the Blue Mountains. My daughter lives here with my granddaughters. They rent that from me, and I've built like a little extension on the end that we call the lodge. We don't call it the granny flat. Anyway, there is absolutely nowhere to park here for the bike unless I park on the street, and I live on a bit of a bend there. Cars come around there pretty quick, and I'm always worried if I park it down there that'll get wiped out. And of course I have a garage, but it's full of shit, and it's a very steep driveway, so everything's a bit awkward here. So what I do, I drive to my mum and dad's, who are 10 minutes away. I park the bike in their garage and I just borrow their car to pop down here for the night. I'm in New South Wales today, and I've decided to go and visit a couple of places that are very interesting and probably just 2 to 3 hours away. And they do predict storms this afternoon, so I've slightly juggled things, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get 2 places done today. Today we're going to visit a place called Hill End, which is very interesting. Today's episode will be brought to you by the letter H. This is my dad's car. Listen to the music they have going on in here. It's on constant rotation. It's like this old country music stuff. The music's still going. They do predict rain this afternoon, so I'm gonna still go, but I'll come back. I might only do one place today. One town.
Where are you going now, Bathurst?
Bathurst now, and then Hill End. Hill End for
What are you going to do there?
I'm just doing a story on Hill End. I'll probably be back around 2 or 3.
Yeah. Just be careful.
And we'll get going.
Turn around and come home if it looks like a big...
Yeah, I'll only do one place if it looks a bit dodgy out there. Okay. Woo. Everyone in my life has fucking gravel shit driveways, mum and dad included. First, the Bathurst Information Centre. Anyway, let's have a beautiful little look at the ride over the mountains. Okay, but there's some big clouds over there. I don't know if you can see that, but they're the mountains we've just crossed over. We're now in the plains, and we're nearly at Bathurst. Hello, I'm looking for Wendy.
Yes.
Oh, I'm Chris. Thank you for all your tips.
Yes.
Hello.
Bathurst, we're renowned for our history. We're the
Yep.
first inland settlement over the Blue Mountains.
Yep.
So when they cut the road through, Lachlan Macquarie proclaimed us a settlement down on the Macquarie
Yep.
River. So, and then all the exploring, it just all went from there.
So Bathurst, is it like gold or what? I mean,
No.
what brought them here?
No, agriculture.
Agriculture.
So we're renowned for our history. And
Great.
We've got beautiful museums
Yeah.
here, and I'll give, renowned, of course, for Mount Panorama.
Of course.
So you've got if you haven't
The
done
car
it-
racing. Now, I don't know much about cars and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but my brother is into it,
Yeah.
and he has one of those special collector item Fords.
Yes.
So I'm assuming it's like Ford versus Holden.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wendy, who has been great setting me up with all these people.
I love that.
And the fender. I got a fender saddle just like
Yeah.
that. I was like, wow.
Yeah, right.
Look at me go.
There you go.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, you just made my life.
There you go.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I would have taken you longer, but
It's all good, darling.
hang on.
Thank you so much. Good on you. Oh, the best.
Lovely to meet you. For those people that ask, does the saddle work? Yes,
How you going?
Good. How fortuitous that I run into your fiance in the town. I'm talking to both of you. What's the horse's name?
This is Jangles.
Jangles. Totally the correct colour for me. It's all about the brown and leather and fur and everything. You guys are local here, right?
That's
You
correct.
live here?
That's correct. I live up the road. I've just bent the knee to Sarah. She's my fiance
Yes,
now.
I know. Congratulations.
Or Hill End gold on her finger there.
Yeah, oh good.
And,
And this is Hill End Gold, is it?
That's correct.
Get out of here. Maybe I'll find some today. I'd be lucky.
It's
Have you got a
legendary.
wedding date set?
We do.
Yeah.
Have you?
It'll be October this year.
Oh, so
19th,
soon.
Yeah, it is very soon.
Now,
coming
but
up.
I'm interested. You were a local and you met, or were you met
Relatively
somewhere?
so. She was one street away, but the street was 100 kilometres long, so we were
Okay.
technically neighbours.
There you go.
It's just how
But
it
you
is
were
in the
all,
country
you're both from
town.
here. You haven't met
Yeah.
Sarah somewhere else and dragged her into the country.
At the moment, it's all about gold, history, and art. They're the three main factors that sort of balance Hill End out.
Yeah. Got a business that does. You take tours for. Tell me about what you do.
Yeah, I show kids and parents, and not just them, but other beginners and pros alike,
Yep.
how to pan and how to identify ore correctly.
All right, they're all
And,
starting to arrive because
yeah,
it's going to
they're all
be
starting
soon.
to arrive soon. But this area that we're in is historically significant from the
Yes.
gold rush in the 1800s. The actual European diggers here in the 1800s nicknamed this area the Come and Find It Flats.
Okay.
Very similar to what still happens today.
Yeah.
But it still sticks the Koori name of Tambaroora, this area. And,
Right, I was going to ask you the indigenous background. This
yeah.
is part of the Wiradjuri nation.
Wiradjuri, I
Wiradjuri.
believe. And,
I knew someone would get it right for me. Wiradjuri
Yeah,
nation,
it's-
which is the biggest.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky language.
Yeah.
So that was the Koori name for this area, which in their tongue meant place of the ibis.
Meaning place of the ibis.
That's correct.
Is there ibis around here?
I have not seen one ibis. Well,
It's
a
close.
real quick brief history, and
Yeah.
it involves the horses.
Yep.
Back in the 1800s of our early Australian history, a lot of the pioneers were stockmen. We were sent out as farmers for
Yep.
sheep and cattle to
Yep.
help support the Industrial Revolution that was happening over in England at the time.
Okay.
So what I'm getting to is a lot of people on horseback droving throughout the countryside, going through rivers and creeks, just like you're about to come down to now.
Okay.
They look down in the creek and literally see large pieces of gold. Thus, the word got out very quickly, like Hill End
Yep.
and Safala and other towns of note, that Australia was the place to be for gold back
So
in the
that
day.
then they got, hence the word the rush, the gold rush, I guess.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. In my opinion, there's still a lot of good gold out there
Right.
to be found today. Not just in Hill End and Tambaroora, but in a lot of other places as well.
Yes. So I guess if you do find a little bit of an area, you'd keep it pretty quiet, wouldn't you?
That's correct. Cockies around here do rumour about Sasquatches and things like that,
Right.
and Bigfoot in the out in the bushes.
Yeah.
But our late of note, couple of locals do believe in the Black Panther.
Yes.
They have spotted it.
Yes.
And it's regularly talked about, to be
Yes.
quite honest with you.
Jangles and Calamity Jane.
Yeah.
And what's the red? Sorry, I never got
The
the.
red brick chimney is
Yep.
the remains of the Hargraves Hotel,
Yep.
an iconic landmark
Yep.
and historical landmark of
Right, the red brick
our
chimney.
area.
So Lee and Tricky, is it?
Lee and Tricky, yeah.
You're both locals. The one that's bought this car.
Yeah, of course.
So Tricky, you've sold this car like as new?
Yeah, one owner.
As new, one owner in the paddock.
Driven on Sunday.
So mate, what are you actually going to do with this car?
Polish it. Take some bits off it and take it to the tip on.
Bit of Amarol and so you've got a car like that you're going to use parts for?
Yep.
Yeah. Tricky, how long have you had this car for? Does it come with the goat? You putting that in the boot? Right, it's almost got barnacles growing on it. It's like it's been submerged for the last 100 years. So Sarah's just walked me down to where the gold panning is. I'm glad I didn't ride down. But when I get my new Himalayan, of course, I'll be able to do this sort of stuff.
All here to learn is actually very simple. It's that gold goes to the bottom, and that gold itself is very, very heavy. The 3 steps. So step number 1, water in the pan, Get your hands in there. Rinse and repeat process now, okay? You keep doing this. If there's any colour in the pan, it's going to be in the middle of that mess of dirt and right at the bottom. A couple of wonderful specks have just shined up. Textbook. That is a good spray of colour for a day down here in the one pan. Yes, gold! As soon as that bit of colour touches the water of the sample bottle, bang, gone. Mine to take home. Hopefully.
So come, I've got Henry's my cameraman today, so come with me, Henry. I swear to God, these knees aren't what they used to be. Do that, and do a bit more of that. You just, it's there. Oh, there's some flecks of gold.
Real Hill End gold.
Get out of here. Right, so I've got some gold. Now what do I do with it?
Now we put it in the sample box. There you go.
Da-da-da-da. Hill End gold, success. Right, did you just find that
That's
now?
a little bit of my collection from home that me and
Right.
Henry, when we are on horseback,
That's
we
what
get
it-
out there, and that's the real stuff.
So
right
obviously Job and Henry have a secret spot.
there. Yeah.
That they're not
going to
share with
around
us.
here. Try
Yeah.
to get a coin out so you can get a bit of perspective.
That is
there.
amazing.
Well, the 50-cent coin will have to do today.
Yeah, just to get an idea of the amount. So what would that be? What do
That's
you?
$500 worth right there next to 50 cents.
So what have I got here?
About 2 cents. On your way.
A
On
lot
your
of
way.
digging. A lot of digging. Can I donate mine to the cause?
Of course you can. That can go towards my wedding ring.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
out there
right.
looking for gold.
Because
for
I don't
right
think
now.
I'm going to get enough to
I appreciate
get
what you say.
engaged with.
I
but-
can't appreciate your 2 cents anymore.
On the way back to town now, raining. Okay, we're back in the village of Hill End, and I'm just going to take you for a drive around the streets. There's lots of, this is like an old movie set. It's how it probably was, or close to how it was. So we're inside the Royal Hotel, 1872 this was built, and they've kept it very traditional looking. Hey Sarah. I'm good. I'm going to make my way to History Hill now, aren't I? Your future father-in-law's place. Yes, correct. Because I'm running out of a bit of time. Okay, we're on our way to History Hill now to meet Malcolm. Okay. History Hill. Bit of off-road coming up, but apparently it's solid. A little bit rocky, but it's not too bad. Mind you, my new G.I. Jane would handle this, no worries. The Calamity's handling it quite well. Hello, Malcolm. So Malcolm, who runs the History Hill, which is Job you met earlier, that's his dad. He's got some visitors here. What an outlook, look at that. Just had a chat. He's an interesting man, my God. He's an author, a producer, a writer. He's done documentaries. He's been plagiarised, unfortunately, so he's a little bit jaded about the world, and I don't blame him. Some of the stories he's just shared with me would make my blood boil, you know. Ideas have been knocked off. Malcolm's here and is the creator of all this. I said earlier, Malcolm, you're an author, you've got books, director, producer, you've written documentaries. You're a bit jaded because you've been, I want to say the word, effed over a few times. People nicking your stuff. So
it's become popular, hasn't it?
Oh, it's terrible. Did you build these buildings? You've created this whole scene.
1965, my father bought this block of land, but it was half of a big block, and it was undeveloped. Totally. I'd built a mine for tourism in 1980 to 85.
Right.
It was going great by 94, and the national parks in 94 went, thank you, we'll have that now. So
oh my God, everything you've told me previously, every time you just it sounds like every time you just get on a roll, someone takes it from under you.
We did 120 buses in a fortnight. I had 6 tour guides working for me, 2 contract groups of gold panners. Everything was going smooth. But the national parks had seen that with a new ranger change who decided that's ours.
Yeah.
It all failed. It's been downhill since.
You live in that house, right? And this is like a...
That's a dining room. I mean, the first thing that went up was the toilet block
Yeah.
without a veranda.
Yeah.
The museum.
Yeah.
Then the other buildings in the mine. And
People that achieve this sort of stuff, you know, that sort of genius type of person
Idiot
that
savant,
lives...
I think they call it.
Okay.
There is a name.
There is a name. I'm just encouraging everyone to come out here and come and visit the museum. I really appreciate your time, and I just would love to see more people coming out to Hill End, because the town's like a movie set. Malcolm's given me a couple of DVDs there to look at that he's produced. Extraordinary man. My God. Just going back. Decided to come back a different way. I hope it's not bloody gravel and off-road. Narrow road anyway, and it's rough as guts. Let's see how we go. Well, I'm certainly off the main road. There's no reception here. Found the highway, no dirt roads. So I'm 1.5 hours from home. Right, just about back at Mum and Dad's. Put the bike away for the night, and I will come back tomorrow to pick her up and head back to Sydney. There's Dad waiting for me. Yeah.
Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
Huh?
What are you, 56?
What?
What are you?
I'm 65.
Oh shit, don't tell me.
I don't even think about it anymore. I don't want to know.
No.
It's all in the mind. It's how you feel.
As I say, it's only a number.
Main thing is to keep healthy.
Yeah, it's only a number.
See you Friday. Well, yesterday I didn't really sign off to say goodbye, so that's what I'm doing now. Everybody, stay safe, be good, and see you next time.